Hello, Namdi. This is IJ Onwimbo. I wanted to make a few notes on the ESN you recently launched. I first of all want to say good job. It must have taken a great level of effort to put that all together and implement. And I feel like I could speak for everybody when I say that we all need security in our region because of the influx of terrorists. And I remember making a video 6 months ago, making that suggestion. A lot of young people from whom have reached out to me asking me what I think should be done and about the security problems going on. And they're asking me this based on my experience as a combat veteran. And I told them it's really not rocket science. There is no one that would come and help our people, that our people have to help themselves by taking up vigilantism and manning our region to keep it safe. And I made a video just to put it out there with the hope that the right people can hear. And in that video is titled Southeast, South-South, Biafra and Governors Rise. In that video, I mentioned important benefit of creating vigilante groups, 24/7 of vigilante watch would create employment for our youths that don't have job. We all know that one of the problems in Nigeria is lack of employment. So these youths can be well utilized by putting them to work as security guards for our region. And I also mentioned that it was very important to coordinate this effort between the local leaders, governors, and I believe I mentioned the pro-Biafra groups, because I mean, it is only by doing that these youths can be gainfully employed, being paid salaries by the government. So I was happy to see the ESN launched. However, and I could be wrong. Maybe you have it coordinated with the local leaders, but I haven't seen anything to suggest that you did. And I don't think the strategy would be right. I don't think it will be sustainable if you haven't coordinated with governors to do this, because that would make it a one-man show, just you taking care of these volunteer soldiers, as they are called. And I'm sure you're aware that them being volunteer doesn't mean that they are doing the job free. Even if someone says, you don't have to pay me, I'll do this for free. No. They can say that, but an ethical leader wouldn't take that. An ethical leader would pay them will pay that person because they are giving their life. I was a soldier and I volunteered to become a soldier and I got well paid and taken care of. So I have seen information on bank accounts, I guess for the ESN circulating, meaning perhaps you expect donations from our people to keep up this ESN soldiers. And I want to let you know that that is a very bad strategy, because how can you rely on donations to keep up the soldiers, to pay their salaries, pay for their medical care, pay for certain other allowances like hazardous duty pay and retirement? So if you didn't coordinate with the governors, that is not a sustainable strategy. Just think about it. How long can you run that operation as a one-man show? What if people didn't donate in a month? Does that mean the soldiers won't get paid? They won't eat? They're supposed to get salaries. They're supposed to get feeding allowances on top of their salaries. And they are supposed to get housing allowances on top of their salaries. And then medical care. So it's not sustainable to depend on donations of people, because whether they are volunteer or not, they have the right to get all these benefits that I have talked about, and consistently, whether people donate or not. That is why it's very important that you coordinate this with governors, because our governors will be able to budget for the ESN. They get monthly fund allocation from Abuja every month. So they have to have budget for ESN. That's why it's important. If you didn't talk to them about this, then they are not going to pay for it. And ESN is entitled to get paid, well paid, because these are human beings that have taken up this vocation, and they have the right to get well paid and taken care of 24/7. Otherwise, there is no way they are going to last on that job. How long do you think they will last? Just, keeping the environment safe, free of charge. Where would their food come from? How would they pay rent where they live? And so how long do you think you can be able to pay their salaries, pay for rent for them, pay for feeding for them and their families, those of them that have families? That's what volunteer forces are entitled. So, running this operation based on people's donations is is a, how do they say it? You know, I don't want to say dead on arrival. I would want to say it's a failing strategy. It's a failing strategy. If you truly intend for ESN to be a stable and lifelong force, then you need to do it right. You need to do it right. You have to work with the governors, the local leaders, the pro-Biafra groups, including MASOB, all of them, so that all youths that want that job can have the opportunity to do it and benefit from it. Keep our region safe and grow our region. You have to do it right. That's where coalition and unity comes in. And that's where I made a video the other day regarding your relationship, the current dynamics between you and your deputy, Uchemefo. Uchemefo, I've listened to him and he started talking about unity. And that's what I have been talking about since 2015 when I started speaking out. Unity, and that's the biggest reason why IPOB members call me Sabotua, because I say unify with our people, our governors. They say Sabotua. But they need to realize that when they finish calling everybody Sabotua, they are still going to have to come down and work with everybody. No one is a saint. Everybody in Nigeria, most people in Nigeria, if not everybody, they are corrupt. Nigeria includes Biafra land. Corrupt people are everywhere. In fact, the citizens may be more corrupt than the government. So there are no saints to work with. And I dare say, Nnamdi, you are also corrupt. Members of IPOB are corrupt. See how they break down people and barrage them, even if it's only the insult. That's corruption. That's corruption in a group that is supposed to be looking for freedom. You need all the allies you can get. So now that your deputy have, woken up, now that he has gained the bigger vision or can see the big picture, now that he has understood that IPOB needs to work with everyone in order to get to where you want to be. I think it's time for you to now realize that you can't do it all by yourself. So your deputy can be the one reaching out to the governors, lobbying them for funds for the ESN, lobbying the Senate, local state senators, Biafra state senators in Nigeria to write bills and laws that would legalize ESN, because it's very important. They have to be legitimate legal wise to be able to earn salary from the government. Okay, so if you want to do something good, great, don't do it half-heartedly or haphazardly. Do it the right way, because if you don't do the work to legitimize ESN so that every one of those soldiers can be taken care of, then it's all useless and nonsense. Nothing has been achieved. So don't let the effort you've made already go to waste. Get it legitimized. Calm down. Calm down and join the next chapter. The next chapter. Stop holding things back. Join the next chapter of the movement. Organizations have to grow. You cannot stay the same. If you stay the same, you die. You have to grow, and growth means changes. So it is time to change. Your deputy Uche Mefo, that change is now beginning from him, and he is there waiting for you to come around to accept this change and lead the organization to newer things, because the world changes. Okay? So do it right. Get ESN legitimized, legalized, and make sure the soldiers get all the benefits they are supposed to get so that it will work. Okay? If you don't do that, it will be noise as usual, and they will gradually disintegrate until we won't hear anything about them anymore. Okay, that's all I have to say for now. I hope I made sense to you. All right. Thank you.